Hope you're doing well. My name is David Wilkerson, and this is Surplus Funds 101. Just wanted to start off by saying thank you to all the people out there who have liked my videos, subscribed to the channel, or just been a long-term supporter. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't done it, go do it now. You don't ever got to buy anything. Just smash that like button a bunch of times while you're watching this. Leave a bunch of comments. It'd really help out. But you guys, I know a lot of you that listen are brand new, you're on the fence, you haven't done a deal, or you're just maybe even evaluating this industry to see if it's something that you potentially want to do. And because of that, what I wanted to do is give you guys a free mini course. Okay, I have created a mini course. There's a link in the description. You just go put your information in and I email you all the login info. But it's going to give you guys everything you need in video format on how you guys need to go out and start crushing in deals from start to finish. So there's a link in the description. Go click it right now and get it and start crushing in deals. It's my little freebie to you guys. But with that being said, I wanted to talk to you guys today about some of the big reasons why I like the asset recovery and state funds business. Okay. I know a lot of you guys haven't closed the deal. You're trying to figure out, hey, is this something for me? Well, I want to share with you guys just some of the top things that I like about this industry and why I've chosen it to be one of my businesses. Okay. So the very first thing, you guys, is how easy this business is to operate from a solo operator perspective. And how this has just a minimal learning curve. This is a very, very easy business to operate all by yourself. Now, I know that when you're evaluating all sorts of business opportunities, you're hearing testimonials and you're seeing all these facts and figures and deal checks and things like that. But what you don't know a lot of the time is that a lot of these people that are showing you these things, they have staff, they have people that help them. And a lot of you guys are working towards that, but you might not be there right now. It might just be you all by yourself running this business out of the back bedroom of one of your houses. Okay. And so what I like to do when I'm ever evaluating a business is, okay, from ground zero, how easy is it going to be for me to break the inertia, get rolling, and get deals rocking and rolling with the least amount of money coming out of my pocket and having the smallest learning curve? This business hits it, you guys. It's super, super easy to learn the process and then just rinse and repeat. Okay, so I'm 33 years old. I'm kind of a modern day caveman. I don't like things to be too complicated, like stick, chicken, bash, dinner. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Like, I like things to be easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, done. In this industry, it hits it. Second thing, you guys, it's high ticket sales and large commission amounts. Okay, when I look at my entire career and I really do some examining on when things really started to change financially for me and when the needle really started to move forward in my bank account, it was when I started doing high ticket sales. Okay. When you guys are doing high ticket sales, you're going to make so much more per transaction, but you're not going to have to worry about all the added time that you're going to have to put out to get the deal done like you would in other circumstances. Like, big deals are exactly the same as little deals. But when I start looking at this industry and really for the average person to really have, what's going to take that for the average person to really have a come up and a big change, I always think about high ticket sales. That's what's going to move the needle the most in your bank account, because let's say 10% on 10 grand, it's $1,000, but 10% on 100 grand is 10 grand. And when you can start putting paychecks into your bank account to where each one of them counts for, 3, 6, 10, 12 years of your living expenses, that's where you really start getting ahead. Okay, so I like this because it's high ticket sales and large commissions. Another thing, it's a great long-term scalable business. Okay, now when I like to evaluate if something is gonna be able to pay me for the next 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, one of the things I like to do is kind of forecast what the potential problems are going to be in the economy over the next couple of years that I might be able to have a solution for, where things are going and just how long I can milk the cow when it comes to getting commission checks and being successful and things like that. You guys, and just on the state funds level alone, there's like $80 billion of funds that can be recovered. Okay, that's a lot. Every year, there's more and more and more accounts that are coming in that you can help people recover. And so, you guys, this is something that you guys can look at and you can say, okay, I can get committed to this. I can do this and see myself being successful in 6 months, 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, very, very long-term scalable business. Okay, the fourth thing is low startup fees and regulations. Okay, when you guys are running and looking at traditional business opportunities, you guys, it takes money to make money. And most of the time, traditional businesses, they take years and years and years and years and years and tons of money to monetize. This is something that you can start seeing results very, very, very quickly at. Okay. Now, when it comes to regulations too, this industry is so new. Well, it's not that new, but it hasn't gotten to the point to where it needs to really be regulated too much. And it's going to be tough for me to ever visualize that, especially when you're working and you're building up your skill set to where you're going to be helping people recover money they didn't know they had. It's not like getting people to pull their paycheck out, or not their paycheck, their checkbook out and write a check for something that they didn't already have, and so low startup fees and low regulations, another big reason why I like this industry. Fifth thing is quick registration and lead incubation period. Okay. Now, in this business, most of the time, you're going to have to register with all the states that you're working in. Most of the time, it's going to be about a 2-week turnaround. And then as far as the lead incubation period goes, you're probably looking 3 to 10 contacts, probably total about a month, maybe longer. There definitely has been deals where I've milked them for way, way, way longer than that. But you guys, this is a quick turnaround, quick registration, quick lead incubation and sales cycle period. Okay, number 6, low operating and overhead expenses. Okay, your biggest expenses, you guys, is going to be data, skip tracing, notary, and postage. Okay, this isn't going to require too much out of you, in order to be able to conduct business. I mean, when you're turning paper on a lot of these deals, that's all you're doing. You're getting people to sign agreements. And if you were to go down to Office Max, the paperwork would cost you probably 20 cents. Okay, there isn't going to be that big of an expense. Probably the biggest expense is going to be your notary and your postage per deal. That's probably going to be running you $80 to $130 a deal. But when you're having these kind of margins, it makes sense and it doesn't really matter. So you're good to go there. Number 7, no fixed operating location and can be done from anywhere. I like to say thank you so many times to COVID-19, you guys, because there's been so many blessings that have came out of it as well. And one of those is kind of the mentality that people don't need to go to a storefront to conduct business with somebody else anymore. It's kind of made it socially acceptable to work from home, and so you can run this business anywhere. One of the things I always tell people that they need to do is just make sure that they have a strict prospecting and follow-up schedule. It doesn't matter where they are or where they're doing that. I'm all over myself this morning. But it doesn't really matter where they are in the United States or country. As long as they have that daily prospecting and follow-up schedule, everything else is going to fall in place for them. But there's no fixed operating locations. You guys, like a couple weeks ago, I was down in Mexico. I had a layover in San Diego. And I was on my cell phone. I had my earbuds in, and I had my microphone to my cell phone really close to my mouth. And lots of people were walking by me, and I closed the deal at the airport. They didn't know where I was at, and I wasn't going to tell them. But nonetheless, you can do this anywhere, so it makes it very easy to scale and to be mobile. Okay, and then another big one, you guys, it's not very taxing on your prospecting dexterity after a calling session. Okay, I've been in sales and marketing now 15 years-ish. Okay, I've sold all sorts of stuff to people, and some products and services are easier to sell than others. There's some days or some things that you're doing where you get home and you're like, God, that was just a grind. That was a grind. And that was just beating me up, and it just kind of dampers on the rest of your day, and you need a cool off period afterwards. But this is something to where it's not very taxing on your prospecting dexterity after a calling session. So it's really, really great. Another thing is very, very small investment to get started. Okay. Most of the operating and tech tools, most people already have. Most of the tools you're going to need to run your business, you already have access to. Okay. You're going to have your cell phone, you're going to have your computer, and most of those two things you can scan documents. You can do everything that you're going to need to do in order to run the business for the most part, with the exception of shipping documents, things like that. But other than that, you guys, this is a wonderful, wonderful industry. It's been very, very good to me. It'll be good to you as well. But if you guys are just getting started again and you need some help, you don't know what to do or what to say to people, there's a link in the description. Click it. I'm going to be giving away my mini course. It's yours free, instant access. Just click it.